Well, good morning. It is Saturday, June 8th, and I am here at the Dam Lake Access with my friend Jenny. And Jenny's brought the tandem H2O canoe. And Jenny and I are gonna go on a little trip today. We're not going far. We're just camping on site number 5 on McEwan Lake. We were both a little, should we go, should we not go this weekend? The weather's not that great, but I really needed to get out, and I think Jenny did too. So yeah, we're just gonna paddle in. There's a little waterway you can usually just go through. You don't have to do the portage most times. I've never done it. Going into McEwan. It is bug season. We've got Jenny brought her big bug shelter. She has a CT 13? 13. I have the 11, so it's a bit bigger than mine. And we're probably just gonna camp out, eat a bunch of food and tell stories and look for wildlife and relax and yeah, have a great time. So we're gonna get on the water and I'll see you in a bit. All right, we're on our way. Woohoo! A little bit dreary out. It actually looks a little darker in the camera than it does in real life, but that's okay. The temperatures are supposed to be between 10 and about 17, depending on what time of the day or night. And Jenny's hollering it's about 13 degrees right now, and that's Celsius because we are in Canada. We're just paddling along through McEwan. I put on some sunscreen this morning. I always put it on when I get up when I'm going to do a trip, just so it's there already. And it went in my eye, so. The winds are supposed to be like crazy, 54-kilometer gusts, was it? Something like that? 57. 57 and 20-kilometer, 24-kilometer winds, but I told Jenny, don't worry about it. When we get there, we'll see, and it's usually really good here, and the winds are barely kicking up at all. So Jenny's a little worried because she's sterning, but she's doing a great job. So we're almost at the campsite, and just want to say hello, hello. Look at the blue skies are coming. Yay! It's supposed to be partly sunny today between now and 9 p.m. and then it's supposed to start raining and it's supposed to be like thunder and lightning tomorrow. So we'll have to plan accordingly to get out properly. But again, it's not very far. There's our campsite right there. All right, it's about 12:15. We brought the canoe right up. The access isn't that great, but if you pass the site, there's a decent spot to pull it up. And Jenny and I have brought all of our gear up here. I'll show you the site if you haven't seen it before. There's lots of great trees for hammocks and quite a few good flat spots for tents. So here's all our junk. I'm probably going to set the bug shelter up right here. That'll be the first job. So we have shelter as well because there's 30 to 40% probability of precipitation today. So we just want to be ready for that, get all our stuff under somewhere dry. Here's the fire pit. It looks like it was recently moved. It used to be here. When Tam and I were here with the kayaks, we had the bug shelter there. There's lots of great options. Down there, down and up is the privy, and the sun sets right about here, depending on what time of year it is. I have a really pretty picture of the skin-on frame canoe that I used to paddle here on a mirror image of the sunset just before a thunderstorm. It's pretty cool. I'll insert that here if I can find it. All right, the wind has been coming and going, and when it goes, the mosquitoes are out quite a bit. They're a bit annoying, so I just got my head net on. And Jenny has brought her Eureka No Bug Zone CT13, which is bigger than the one that I have, which is the CT11. So we're gonna set that up. We'll put it on fast forward so you guys can see a super quick setup of it, but really easy to set up and just a game changer when you're out here during bug season. All right, Jenny, you ready? Oh, you already got the ropes on too, like me. happening over here, Jenny? Tell me a little story.
It's been a very bad luck week.
Yeah, I've had a similar week.
Yeah, and it continues. I forgot my poles for my tent.
Technically, did you really though?
What do you mean?
They were packed, were they not?
Oh yeah, so we were gonna bring my son Aspen. Actually, no, I wasn't gonna bring him. And then last night, putting him to bed, he started crying because he knew I was going without him. So I said, okay. So I packed for him late into the night. And this morning, he decided he didn't want to go. So I unpacked all his stuff. And apparently I didn't put my poles back in the bag again.
So what are you
now
doing?
we're rigging something.
All right, so we found a couple of branches in the forest, just some sticks that might help, and it's starting to get really, really dark here. It's not supposed to really start raining until 9 p.m., but we're gonna obviously set up camp as soon as possible and get everything set up just in case. And Jenny's gonna hang a tarp over top of her construction area so that if it does start raining, at least she can keep her fly and she can keep her mesh bottom portion of the tent nice and dry until she can rig up somehow to get the tent up. I'm actually not concerned at all. Jenny is extremely capable, and meanwhile, while I've been attempting to assist her, she's almost got her tarp set up and I haven't done anything over here. So I'm going to abandon her and I'm going to come over here and set up my tent quickly. There it is, all done. If only it worked that fast. All right, 10 after 1. Everything's in the bug shelter that needs to be in the bug shelter. Let's go see how Jenny's making out. Hi, Jenny. How's it going?
Well, it doesn't look great, but it's erect.
Okay, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but
I think I need to replace the one so-called pole. I think I'm going to just try to find another tree branch.
looks pretty good considering. We are getting some strong winds though, so better make sure it's...
I don't trust it in high winds.
Yeah, but you do have the tarp over.
Good. Yeah, that one's good. This one's not so much.
All right, well.
Yeah, I'm going to leave the tarp up, I think, to kind of block some of the wind because these are dodgy poles.
Well, it's about 20 after 1. Jenny's got her tent set up, so we decided to have lunch. Jenny already ate her lunch. She was like, we're going to eat lunch. So I came over, got it out. She's finished. I have a chicken wrap. I cooked some chicken thighs the other night, and I just cooked a whole bunch and then put them in the freezer. So it's just chicken, mayo, and some lactose-free cheese. And I'm going to snack on that while we figure out what to do about Jenny's missing sleeping bag. So while Jenny was setting up her tent, she pulled out the thermarest and then she couldn't find her pump. So she found her pump, but then she realized she didn't have her sleeping bag with her. So I offered to give her mine. She actually just refurbished it for me. I have a ton of really warm clothes. This morning I woke up, I had the window open last night sleeping and it was down to 13 degrees. And I woke up and I was a little bit chilly. So I threw my Patagonia and my fleece lined tights in my bag last minute because I had so much extra room. It's just a one-night trip. So I've offered to just sleep with that and just put my ground sheet or something over top of me. Put my Patagonia over top of me. I have like a lot of warm clothes here, so I don't know if Jenny's gonna let me, but we'll see. Hi, Jenny. I was just telling a story about your sleeping bag. We're okay. Neither of us are stressed about it at all. I'm totally fine. Well, hello. It is 2:30. Jenny and I have decided that we're gonna go for a paddle. We're gonna go take a look around the lake, and if we happen to kind of be close to where the car is, we might kind of run out of the boat quick and see if we can get some fleece type of materials to use for backup blankets. And yeah, but we're gonna go out for a little paddle around the lake and go exploring. Jenny's never camped at Haliburton Highlands Water Trails, so Jenny's gonna use my sleeping bag. I already decided. I'm forcing her to because I want to sleep without a sleeping bag and see what it's like. Anyways, we're all good. We're gonna go for a paddle. And are you ready to go?
Yep.
Oh, she's got her fancy hat on now. Ranger Jenny is now in the house. All right, off we go. All right, it's 10 to 3. We've been paddling for about 20-ish minutes. We're just at the little opening that goes from McEwan into Dan. What you got?
Pitcher plants.
Pitcher plants? Are you taking pictures of pitcher plants? I know, it's lame. I got nothing today. Did you check your app? We found these cool looking flowers, and I've seen them before in Temagami. I called them a backwards flower because it just looked weird. Actually, you know what? It wasn't in Temagami. It was on that Blind River Provincial Park trip I did.
It's a purple pitcher plant.
It's a purple pitcher plant. Jenny's got an app on her phone. There's an app for everything. And yes, you do have a weak signal here, so. Oh, look at the sun's trying to come out. Hello. So we paddled past the campsite. The winds have been fantastic. It's supposed to be 57-kilometer wind gusts today. It's definitely not. We had a successful mission at the access. We gathered all this wood and retrieved a fleece blanket that Jenny had in her car and a fleecy jacket in my car. So we should be fine. Jenny's gonna use my sleeping bag and I'm gonna rough it. Oh, we just made it back to camp and Jenny spotted these beautiful lady slippers here. They are so pretty. Generally only see them in Temagami. Maybe that's just because that's where I am at the time of the year when they come out. Oh, here's some more, look. Just a couple more, so pretty. Excuse me, miss. This is a sleeping bag delivery company. We've got a sleeping bag here to deliver.
Excellent.
Would you like one?
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
Merci.
De rien. Oh, and I brought you the bag so you could pack it up tomorrow. Since you're sleeping in it, you get to put it away. Looks like your tent's looking pretty good there. Did you make a new pole for it?
Mm-hmm.
From our firewood hunt?
Got a little more fixing to do, but pretty good considering it's just sticks.
Good job. We are problem solvers.
Yep.
Da da da. Look at this haul, everyone. I got emergency bivvy and like 17 hand warmers and toe warmers in exchange for a -40 sleeping bag. So I think this is a good deal. Plus I'm supposed to get a pair of socks to wear because I only brought one thin pair. But I also get a fleece blanket, so I'm gonna be so hot. Jenny said something when we got to camp, and I don't want to say it's freaking me out a little bit, but it's made me a little uncomfortable. When we got to camp, Jenny walked around. She's never been here. I've camped at this site quite a few times. I love it. And you said what about this stuff?
It looks like a bear has been digging around looking for bugs.
It looks like a bear.
Yeah.
See there? You see some claw marks there? I don't see too many claw marks, but this hole, all in between these rocks, is all being dug up. Now that's one thing. You know what I just thought of? There's invasive species plants.
Maybe.
And they did come and move the fire pit. I can't see somebody who camps here doing this. It's a lot of work. I mean, I've moved fire pits, but this fire pit has been here forever. So to move it, I mean, it's a really messy job. It's a lot of work. I don't know. So maybe they came and took out some plants. That's what I'm gonna go with, because
That could be a possibility.
I've never seen
I
a bear
like
in the
the idea.
backcountry. Jenny thinks, yes, Jenny agrees with me. That's what they did. They came and took some plants out. Right here, they violently took the plants out. So Jenny thought maybe grubs they were looking for. I don't know. Anyone, please feel free to comment on this if it sounds like something you might know about. Or if you think it's aliens or, you know, Sasquatch is back or whatever, you guys. I know it's fun. It's all good. I like your jokes. Down here a little bit, but there's quite a bit of the digging here. And I don't see it anywhere else on the campsite. It's just at the front. So, might have my first bear sighting ever in the backcountry. The way this trip has been going. I don't know, it could be a small bear, or maybe raccoons dig in the dirt, don't they? Possum, what else? Anyways, leave your comments if you know, or think you know, or have something funny to suggest what's doing it. By the time you do that, we'll already know if we've been eaten by a bear, so we can confirm or deny or whichever. All right, that's about it for now. See ya. All right, so on one of my videos from Kiosk, when the bugs were swarming me, somewhere in the comments, someone mentioned this bug spray and said they've heard it's pretty good, and somebody else said, yeah. So Pi Active, got it at Walmart. It was actually the last bottle. It comes with a compass on the lid, but it doesn't actually work. So, but this one does. Look at it. It's cool, eh? Anyways, and Jenny actually brought the lotion, right? You have a lotion?
Yep.
And this one is a spray. So I'm going to be testing this out and seeing how it works. But I do already have permethrin on my clothes from my last trip. They say it lasts about 7 washes, so I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we got a little fire going here. We got a little pile of wood here, so we're just going to burn a tiny bit and sit out here as long as the bugs aren't too bad. There's been quite a good wind, not like a 57-kilometer gust wind.
No.
But, you know, the breeze comes and goes, and then the bugs are great. So they're much better than when I was at Kiosk anyways. But they're mosquitoes now. When I was there, it was black flies, and actually I didn't see any mosquitoes there that trip. That was late May long weekend. So anyways, that's all that's going on right now. So enjoy the fire. Here you go. Oh my God. So I'm talking to Jenny about the compass, and she's like, there's a whistle on top. There's a whistle on top right there. See? Hang on. I don't want to blow it too loud. I don't want anybody to think I'm in distress or anything, but yeah. Huh, interesting. Cool. Look what's happening here. Okay, it might not look like something special there, but there's like sun rays cutting through the clouds. It looks so pretty. Just caught it. The sun was kind of popping out there. I said to Jenny's like, there's not going to be any sunset tonight. And I said, oh, you never know. I've been on this campsite in thunder and lightning, and I had some pretty nice sunsets, so look at the rays. Isn't that cool? It's really neat. Oh, there's the sun coming. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Jenny, the sun's coming. And the wind's picking up too. Still not 57-kilometer wind gusts, though. Not even close.
It's breezy though.
It's breezy. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. It's 7 o'clock. We haven't had dinner yet. We did have lunch a bit late-ish. I think it was around 1:30. The sun is trying to come out, and we're like cheering it on. I don't know how much we're gonna get. I don't really need the sun, but I'd like to see a sunset. Would be nice, so we'll see. Anyways, it's dinner time. I don't have much of anything. We planned this trip super last minute, as per usual. So yesterday, for dinner, I decided just to make a simple pasta. If you saw my last videos, you may have seen that I believe I got Giardia on my last trip in Algonquin. I'm still actually waiting for the test to come back, but just based on the symptoms, my nurse practitioner gave me some antibiotics, which really messed with my colitis. So I'm trying to eat just some basic, simple things. So I have fettuccine noodles that I tossed with some butter and some garlic and a little bit of asparagus. Au jus, what did we say? Au jus asparagus. I have some canned asparagus that I had because they're soft and mushy, so they're not super fibrous for me. And a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some garlic. That's all that's in here. It's already cooked. I just made 2 portions. I put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, and I am going to boil this water and just put it in there and heat it up like that. So I don't have any dishes. What are you doing, Jenny?
I'm doing a garlic Parmesan gluten-free ramen. So ramen, and then just some Parmesan and garlic, black pepper, and then I'll add a little spice.
Ooh! Is there any...
and a little bit of olive oil.
Is there any like fake milk or anything in that powder? Is that all seasoning?
No, it's Parmesan.
Parmesan?
Yeah.
Wow.
I made it for Aspen and myself, but I didn't.
It's for 2.
Unpack. Yeah.
Got it. So you won't use all that for just your...
I just unpacked everything else, like my sleeping bag and
It's okay.
head poles and
we found
water
solutions.
filter.
This is a great video to see. People forget stuff. We do this all the time. Jenny doesn't camp quite as much as I do, but she camps quite a bit, and sometimes you forget something. We had the luxury of going back to the car. I would have been fine without it, but we were sitting around and started getting a little cool, and I was like, oh, maybe I could use a little blanket. So, are you boiling water now? What are you doing?
Yep. I'm just gonna boil some water.
You have a jet boil stove?
No, this is an MSR.
MSR, but the pot, what's the pot? Pot looks kind of fancy.
It's a GSI dualist set. I don't normally bring this one. I usually have a titanium pot, but
same.
I don't know.
I usually bring my titanium pot too, but because I knew we weren't cooking anything and we're just doing boiling water and stuff like that, this is a jet boil pot. It's got a fancy name, I don't remember, but it sits right on top of the burner. It's got like a really direct connection, and it makes the water heat up super fast. So let's get our pilot, our plane
cooking.
Let's get cooking. I was gonna say let's get our jets, ignite our jets, because they do sound. I understand where they got the name, because the other night when I was in Algonquin, I think it was 9:30 at night, and I decided to make some hot chocolate, and I turned on the stove, and it was just like so loud. I felt like I was waking up everybody at camp.
Yours is louder than mine.
Well, you just have the little feel. I'm always paranoid about doing this, by the way. I've only been doing this since, I think last year, the year before was the first time I ever tried it. I don't do it often because I'm always afraid that the bag is going to melt against the pot. I don't know how that actually works, but anyways, I'm going to try to leave it this time. Anyways, we'll be back in a bit. Alright, so somehow my bag sprung a leak, and the water from the lake that wasn't treated yet is in here, and it has gotten into my pasta, which isn't the end of the world. It's fine. I mean, I can still eat it, but now I have to make sure that it has a rolling boil for like 3 to 5 minutes. I think it's 3 minutes, but I always do 5, and especially after my recent water issues, I'm just going to leave it. So some of my yummy goodness is going into the water there, and just end up probably pouring it in a hole underneath the fire pit and then having a big fire over it. But we'll just drain it, I guess. Just want to make sure that it's extremely treated so there's no issues. What's happening over here? Chef Jenny?
The ramen is just kind of soaking right now.
Okay. And then you're just going to mix those seasonings in there?
Well, I'm going to drain it first, yeah, but...
So you just have the seasonings? No, like fish or chicken or tofu or
no
vegetables? Nothing's going in it?
The recipe calls for bacon, but because this was so last minute, I didn't have any of that on hand.
So just noodles, Parmesan cheese, and garlic, basically. Butter?
There's some oil.
Oh, yeah. So it's super simple, plain pasta, just like mine, pretty much. All right, I'm gonna turn this off and strain it and eat. It's really, really hot, at least for the first time. So that's good. All right, you know those trips where I have like these beautiful food pictures? This isn't one of them. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.